Hi, welcome back if you've been here before. If you've not, I'm Christy. Nice to meet you. That's a weird thing to say because I can't meet you, you're through there. I would like to know a way to start a video without saying, hi, I'm Christy, welcome to my channel, or doing something awkward, but I don't like saying, hi, I'm Christy, welcome to my channel. Like, I don't know, it kind of makes me cringe, but I don't really know how to start a video. I guess I'm just going to start it with, like, hi, I'm Christy, welcome to my channel, and like, there's literally nothing else to say. Please tell me in the comments how I can open my video without being awkward, because I feel like I'm getting a little bit better as the video goes on. I'm able to, like, chat and be normal, but it's like, when you first turn the camera on and it's, like, saying hi, it's, like, nerves, and it's literally just me and a Harry Styles cutout sitting in my bedroom, like just us, like, in a camera. I don't know why it's so awkward. I'm not that awkward when I talk to people in real life. I can manage conversations fine. I can say hi and introduce myself in real life, but I don't know, it's so hard. Like, it's kind of awkward. If I was just normal and edited this out, you would never need to know that I was awkward, so really it's just me making the situation awkward, innit, really? Also, if you're wondering why a 27-year-old has a Harry Styles cutout in her room, one, I'm weird, and two, my auntie took him from her work for me. I think she was allowed to take him. I don't know, but she took him. No. I don't have a big bedroom and he takes up a lot of it, but it's worth it, my love. It's kind of weird though, because if you like move him position slightly and then the next time you come into your room and you like forgot you've moved him, it's a bit I'm used to him now. For a long time I was like coming into my room and having like daily heart attacks, but like I never knew that my auntie was like taking him for me, and I like came home like drunk from my friend's house at like 2 in the morning one time, like opened my bedroom and there was fucking Harry Styles in my room, and obviously I shit myself, but aye, that was fun. So thanks Susan if you're watching. You're not watching. Anyway, so what I have on right now is basically my kind of everyday makeup-ish. I don't know, I change my makeup all the time. Like, sometimes I'll wear super glam makeup. 9 times out of 10 if I'm going to work, it's like a little bit of concealer, highlighter and eyebrows, and that's it, because I'm so lazy, and when you're massaging a lot you sweat it all off your face anyway, so what's the point in looking nice to start with? But generally this kind of is what my everyday makeup would look like. Unfortunately, it's not always what my everyday makeup would have looked like. When I was in school, okay, I thought I was really good at makeup and I thought I was really creative. Do you know, no, that's nasty. I was creative, but art is subjective, and it doesn't matter how many people told me my makeup was bad. I was like, nah, they're jealous. They're jealous of this nice makeup I'm wearing. No matter how many people told me that my makeup was bad, I just did not believe them. Like, what I could see in the mirror was like beautiful, artistic. I was like, oh my god, I'm like 16 and I'm a makeup artist. Like, this is, my makeup's better than everybody's, and anybody who says otherwise was wrong. My mum, lying bitch. My gran, fucking jealous. It's easy for me to see now that my makeup skills were lacking slightly, so I just kind of thought that it would be a fun idea for a video today if I kind of showed you how I done my makeup in high school 10-ish years ago. 10 years ago I would have been 17 and I would have already left high school, but this is basically how I done my makeup for like a couple of years, like give or take. I don't think it was until I was maybe like 19 or something that I started doing like the super dark black smoky eyes that I think everybody went through a phase of doing, with just basic black all over the lid, black all under the lash line. Sometimes I would experiment and put a pop of purple in there because I was always quite experimental with my makeup. But yeah, when I was like 16, 17 is the kind of makeup I'm going to be showing you today. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this makeup off with a wipe. I'm going to say, like, when I was in high school I was probably disgusting. How I would take my makeup off would be with a baby wipe, kind of wipe over my eyes a little bit. Half of the time I wouldn't even like take my mascara off. It would be like wipe round it, take the eyeliner and eyeshadow off, and whatever foundation and stuff I had left on my face, that would do me the next day. Why take makeup off if you're going to put it all right back on again? What would be the point? I mean, that is a waste. Waste not, want not. If I have foundation on my face and I'm going to be putting foundation on again tomorrow, what is the point in taking it off? Just leave it on, put more on top of it. Obviously, save yourself some money. I'm also going to wipe my brows off, which makes me sad because they need tinted so badly and I was not blessed in the brow department. So the reason that I haven't tinted them is because I never bothered tinting them when I was in school or anything either. In fact, I've never done anything to my brows. We don't need brows. What do we need brows for? So that's what we'll be doing today. So I'm not going to be using any base, I'm not going to be using any moisturiser, I'm not going to be using any primer, anything like that, because why bother using stuff that's good for your skin and or makes your makeup look nice? What would be the point? So the first step in my makeup routine would always be to colour correct. I had like a little Gosh colour correcting concealer in green that I had got. When I was a teenager, I had like really bad acne and a lot of redness, and I knew that green was a colour corrector that cancelled out like redness. I don't know, because I also used it under my eyes, so I don't know what I was playing at there, but I done all this before my foundation. I don't have that Gosh concealer at the moment. I did have a look for it in Superdrug the other day, but I couldn't find it. The only other colour corrector that I have is this little Kiko kind of set thing, so I'm going to go straight in with the green, in with my finger, because I mean, never really bothered to use brushes or anything like that. I would just go straight in with this under my eyes. Maybe I've used a little much, but that was never my attitude in school. It was never like, oh my god, maybe I'm using too much. It was like, slap it on. So I mean, when I was younger, I probably would have needed to use this basically over my entire face. I don't know why I didn't invest in like a colour correcting primer or anything like that. But you must remember, like, I didn't have like YouTube or anything like that to kind of tell me how to do my makeup. It was just, you kind of learn makeup skills on your own, or like whatever, like you kind of read in a magazine or kind of just heard from like other people. I feel like my life would have been a lot easier if I had like YouTube tutorials and stuff to follow when I was younger, because like I said, I really enjoyed experimenting with makeup. It was just such a shame that this is what I'd done to my face. I remember before school in the morning, like I took ages getting ready. Like I think it took me like an hour to do my hair and makeup, and like I mean now it looks a million times better than it ever did, and it takes me like 15 minutes to do my hair and makeup. The older you get, the less you care. If you wonder why I'm like crouching away down like this, by the way, my mirror's like down here. So the concealer I'm using is the Lasting Perfection concealer by Collection, and this is the concealer that I used back in school. So I've been a massive fan of this concealer for years. I know how to use it a little bit better now than what I did, but yeah, so I'm still using this, and usually I would go for a concealer that was kind of like a little bit lighter than my skin tone, and I would do it after my foundation. But in school I just kind of used anything darker than my skin because I just wanted to be nice and dark, but never bothered to like tan or anything for some reason. Although I do remember me and my friend like got, you know how like Dove Gradual Tanner, and put like so many layers of that on, like just to see how dark we would get, and we were like orange, like bright orange, but we thought that we looked amazing. And this is kind of how I would do this. I would just put it anywhere that spots were, and I had a lot of them, so it would be like everywhere. And once again I would just blend this out with my fingers. I don't honestly know what my thinking was that I put all this concealer and stuff on and then went in my foundation just to kind of smudge it all out of place. I don't really understand why I would do that. And I wasn't like too fussed about blending. If it was patchy, that was fine. If it was uneven, that was also fine. I just whacked it on there and never really bothered too much about what it actually looked like, as long as it was dark and thick. Now the foundation that I used was always either the Dream Matte Mousse by Maybelline, which I don't have on me because I don't use any Maybelline products, or the Technic foundation. I'm not sure if this is the exact one that I used. The packaging's a little bit different, but I am pretty sure it is the exact same one, maybe just a different formula, but it was a Technic foundation that I used anyway. This one is in the shade Oatmeal, I think, which is a little bit dark for me, which is perfect because 17-year-old Kristy loved herself a bright orange foundation. In fact, this is probably too light for what I would have liked back then, and literally this is how I would apply it. And then no brushes, no beauty blender, we just went in and smudged that on. Right over the lips. I mean, I'm going right, I mean, why would I go right over the concealer and stuff that I just done? Why did I think this was nice? I also just went right over my eyes and right into my eyebrows as well. I just covered every single part of my face. Don't bother going on to the neck. Why bother? Who looks at your neck anyway? And if your face is a completely different colour for your neck, at least everyone will know that you're wearing makeup, and wearing makeup is fashionable, so that was fine. Okay, and the next thing that I would do was go over all of this with a thick layer of powder. I would use like a little Technic pressed powder, which I don't have. So I'm going to go into like my Revolution Pro HD palette, and I'm going to go in with this kind of shade here. And I used to would have took it on like, you know, like one of those little disc sponge things, which I also don't have. So I'm just going to take it on one of these wedges and start blending that in, and this is exactly how I would do it. I would just like smear it over the foundation that I had just done to keep it all in place the full day. Oh my god, I would look so cakey and so cracked and so disgusting really. Because I had very like oily skin, I hated having any shine coming through. I hated my oily skin so much. And was this much powder and the difference between my face and my neck enough for me? No, it wasn't. I would go in with a big fluffy brush right into my bronzer and bronze up my entire face. And you will probably think there is no way that I was this orange, but I was looking through old pictures of myself the other day, and oh my god, like this is not an exaggeration. I was literally this colour. But in my defence, I did just to also take my fluffy brush and run it down my neck a little bit, because I did want to blend a little bit, and I also kind of wanted to make this look like I had a natural tan. And you know, if I do my neck, people are going to believe that this is natural. And you know what, it's actually not that bad, because literally everybody looked like this, so it's not like it was like, oh my god, like look at that orange freak. Like everybody looked like this. It was awful. I actually remember that I used to watch that programme Snog, Marry, Avoid, and I was like, oh, those girls look so good like before, with like the 10 layers of fake tan and inch thick foundation. I want to be like that. I didn't do any contour, any highlight. I had never even heard of highlighting and contouring, I don't think. Certainly no one that I knew highlighted or contoured or anything like that. But I did use blush, and I like to use like a kind of bright pink blush, just like this one by NYX. This is the NYX Baby Doll blush, and I would use this and I would go in pretty hard with it. I would start on the apples of my cheeks and kind of drag it back the way to give me a nice natural glow. I feel like when I was in school my makeup wasn't that bad, but as I left school my makeup got gradually worse and worse and worse and more orange, and I don't know why. I'm gonna calm that down a little bit because I literally can't look at that anymore. For eye makeup, I always done a wing no matter what. It didn't really bother me if they were even or not, but as long as there was like a wing on there somewhere. Sometimes I would wear no eyeshadow, sometimes I would put on like either like a white, a pink, a purple, or just like none. Usually when I was going to school I would probably do like no eyeshadow, and then like after school, like if I was like going out with my friends, I'd do something cool. and I specifically remember this one time that I wanted my makeup to be so nice, because I was going to go and see like my boyfriend at the time's family. I can't remember why. I was like going to their house or something. So I mean, I was like, my makeup needs to be fire. I need to be looking on point. I need to be looking good meeting the in-laws. So what I decided to go for was a bright green eyeshadow all over the lid, because obviously that's what you're going to wear if you're wanting to make your best first impression. I can't remember what green eyeshadow I actually had, but I remember that I had, it was like a little single. It wasn't in a palette. I vaguely remember that I had a broken palette that I would use a lot of days with kind of like neutral colours in it, but like I had like a couple of like single eyeshadows, and one of them was like a kind of bright green. So I'm just going to go in with this green colour here and put it all over my lid. I can't lie, I still love green eyeshadow, but I just hopefully do it a little bit better than what I did back then, hopefully. Oh my god, and I remember that I thought I looked so good. I still remember exactly what I was wearing. So I had this green eyeshadow on, and I was wearing like one of those like green stretchy t-shirts from Primark, which by the way I wore all the time, with like lace leggings underneath, also from Primark and also bright green. And then I was wearing like my 3/4 length denims Forever Island, which I absolutely loved, and a pair of black and pink K-Swiss trainers. I don't know why I remember this day so well. It was obviously just such a big deal to me at the time. Oh my god. And then in my defence, I would get a brush and I would kind of blend this a little bit, because even me back then knew that that was looking fucking mental. And now that it's blended, it looks perfectly normal. For eyeliner, I always use the Collection liquid eyeliner, which I don't have, so I'm just going to use this one by NYX. And how I used to do my eyeliner wing, whew, I would literally pull my eye out like this and then just start drawing in the wing. Oh my god, which I actually can't do anymore. Do you know what it is? I can't see in this monitor properly. But yeah, you get like the gist of it. I would like pull it out and then keep it pulled out while I do my wing. But I'm going to need to do this off camera because I can't see in this, and I can't like hold a mirror at the same time as doing this, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. So that's them on. Messy and uneven, yes, but that is the look that we did go for back then. We're not about neatness or evenness or even looking good. The next thing I would do would be to get a pencil liner and go in my waterline and under onto my lash line with it, just to, you know, make those eyes look big and beautiful. Oh my god, my eyes are running. Oh my god, I look like Gemma in Coronation Street. If you know who that is, that's exactly who I look like right now. And the final step in this makeup routine would be mascara. I used a Technic mascara. I can't remember the name of it. It was like in like a silver, like a little silver thing. Silver packaging is what I'm trying to say. And I wouldn't do any on my bottom line. I would just, oh my god, look how that liner's turned out. That's what happens when you like stretch your eye to put the liner on. I'm going to fix that because that's going to drive me mental. Because, you know, I'm definitely going to be getting out the house with this makeup like this. Oh my god, can you imagine me like rocking up to work tomorrow with this on? I wonder how long it would be before my boss was like, get the fuck out, wash your fucking face. I really liked to layer up my mascara, but it was relatively easy for me because, like I said, I wasn't that good at washing my face, so there was already mascara on from probably several days before. Once I had a couple of layers of mascara on, I would go in, curl my lashes, and then put more mascara on. Can you actually believe that this is how I kicked a bit looting and still managed to get pregnant? I'm going to actually ask James's dad, like, what was your problem? I mean, can you imagine looking at this and being like, oh yeah, I need to get me some of that. And it's not even like in high school, like I was like cool or anything. I was weird. You know, like you get horse girls. I wasn't a horse girl, but I was a rat girl. I low-key hate how I say high school now. I feel like America has like brainwashed me, because I mean I never says high school until, well, I don't know when, but it's kind of like crept up on me. I would always say secondary school. If you're wondering what's happening, by the way, oh my god, I'm getting blinded. Ah, aye, so it's secondary school. Why does everybody say high school now? I would never have said high school, secondary school. I mean, obviously in school my hair would be like straightened to within an inch of its life, and I would like leave 2 bits out. Like kind of like that. Oh my god, who remembers like those like big massive like name belts that you would get like Diamante? It would be like the size of like your hips, like Christy. Also, who else had like big gold chains with their names on it as well? I had like a big massive like Christy with like, I think it was like Winnie the Pooh and like Eeyore or like Piglet or something like that. So anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you recreate this look, let me know. This is actually fun to do. I cannot believe that I used to have my makeup like this all the time. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more. I'm going to be doing a lot of kind of special effects and cool Halloween makeup in the month of October, so if you would like to see that, then make sure that you're subscribed and you're around to see it. And enjoy the rest of your day or night or whatever. Bye! This was like my jam in school. Like DJ Booney was the shit. I still love DJ Booney, I can't lie actually. I love DJ Booney. I won't play Concrete Angel because I mean that still gets to me, and if you listen to Concrete Angel and that doesn't hit you in the heart, you might be a psychopath. That was damaging.